Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day. Wait a minute. Of me trying to explain this character, and this character's name is Bai Mo. Okay, see, he is a Urbino faction member. Basically, you can use this character on both POS, or what should I call it? PUS and the cross member section. Okay, so let's talk about this character. So I got this character as a trial for 3 days. Okay, so I don't have this character unlocked, and I don't think I'll be using this character for a longer period of time either. Why is that? I'm not a very good shotgunner user, but I like shotguns at a short range. But that's the whole thing, that if this game were to be a shotgun game only, then that was a different topic. But this is basically short range, mid range, and long range expertise area. So you can use this character in two different ways, and let me show all of the methods to you. First of all, when it comes to this character in the short range, what the thing that you must need to do are the following. Which are the following? Let me explain. So you can use the single increase bullet. Yeah, increase bullet. And to make sure that it doesn't get extremely spreaded, you can use the spread control. By doing this, what will happen, your overall weapon damage output is going to be remain the same. But even if the damage output were to be remain the same, what will happen is, the more concentrated this is, the more you will be able to put more bullets on the enemy in the short range. So this is 10-meter distance. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you can probably saw what happened. I was able to shot that area about 10 times, and all of the attack went to this, to up to this point here, not outside of the blue zone. Okay, so dark blue zone. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Now in terms of the ammo capacity, this will increase, but overall your release will, reload rate will also increase by another 2 seconds. So basically speaking, instead of 5 seconds to reload all of the bullet, it will take you about 7 seconds, 2 more seconds. But if you were to not use the magazine capacity and use reload, then it will take you only 4 seconds to upload all of the bullets. Now why is this an important fact? It is a mental problem. Okay, like overall ratio of the bullet is not gonna be that much high, but your overall reload rate is gonna increase by 2 seconds, which is a lot compared to the amount of bullets you are gonna get on the magazine capacity. So which is why reload rate is important here. And here's the thing, obviously I would select effective range for even more damage in the mid range. So I would select this, not the stringified damage, because if the enemy were to be shooting at you, you have to understand that the enemies are facing you, not in paper mode. So obviously it is not going to be happening. And even if it were to be happen, constantly changing this is a problematic. Okay, now with all of these, let's see how much this does damage. Total 980, which is a lot. Okay, now once that is done, the thing that I must need to show you here is how to use this shotgun in terms of surprise attack. Obviously make sure that you are using this mode. If you are in a if you are trying to go for a short range, then I highly suggest that you select this category here. Okay, and then you will be able to do a lot more damage to the enemy. And let's see what happens. So surprise attack. So okay, this here. Okay, so what happened was that while the enemy was running, I was able to surprise attack the enemy. So this is basically how the short ranger usually works. It basically gives you the ability to hit the enemy in a short range. Okay, and you can also use this ability in support. How would you use this character in support? Let me explain. So let's say your teammate has a sniper. You need the sniper to kill the other enemy for some reason. Anyway, whatever the reason may be, so you need to give the enemy a false sense of idea that they are gonna be getting shot. So what can you do? You basically need to be within a certain range and be able to shot the enemy to give the enemy a certain idea that the enemy is getting shot. Obviously the enemy will not die even with the 10 bullets that I will be shooting at them. Then what is happening? The enemy will get scared and move away from their position. If they move away from their position, then obviously my sniper, whoever they are gonna be on my teammate, will be able to track down the enemy and shoot them. And whenever the enemy gets shot, what happens? They try to hide. And once they try to hide, if my teammates were to know what I am doing, then obviously they will also be able to pin down the enemy. Obviously the main problem with this game is the lower character or the lower people who are basically on the lower stages of the ranking, they do not communicate using the microphone. So that's the whole problem there, nothing else. So you can use these settings that I have shown you to help your teammates. Now let's talk about the long range, not the mid range, long range. So what can you do in the long range? In the long range, what you need to select are the following, such as instead of using increase bullet, use single shot mode. Okay, and then instead of using spread, you can use sprint, because the spread won't exist anymore. The spread of the bullet won't exist anymore. So this is the thing that you should need to be maintaining. And why is that? Let's say you are playing something like this. Okay, you just need to shoot the enemy up to 2 times. If you are in a team deathmatch and you are seeing that some enemy is bothering your teammates, you can basically shoot them up to 2 times and they will be dead. Another again here, 1 2, enemy dead. So you can use this character's weapon as a sniper weapon as well, but don't try to do this in the mid range, because look what happened. Okay, it looks fast. Even if it looks fast, it is not gonna be like the enemy are not gonna move. It's not gonna happen like that. So if the enemies were not to be moving, only then it would be useful, but majority of the time the enemies are gonna move. They are gonna be jumping up and down. So if I were to shoot in this manner, you can definitely see I am losing my shot. Even at close range, I am losing my shot. Why was I losing my shot? Because the enemies are gonna be jumping, running left and right, front and back majority of the time. So in that regards, using this mode here as a single shot mode is not going to be effective even at close or mid range. So don't do that. Do use this, or you can do another thing is based on the distance you are using your weapon, you can basically change the setting mid game, such as okay, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be increasing the bullet capacity and then we'll be shooting the enemy at the near distance. So even if I miss multiple shots, at least I can get a guaranteed idea. Yes, majority of the hits are basically hitting on the enemy. Whereas once I see that okay, someone is basically bothering my teammate, I can do a sneak attack on them, something like this, and the enemy is dead within 2 shots. Okay, and if I see okay, I see another enemy nearby, dead within 3 shots. So that's basically how you use this character in terms of this character capability in using the gun. Okay, now let's talk about the ability of the character. What should I call it? Skill. So what does this blitz wall do? This blitz wall, when performed, it will basically dash towards the enemy. That is point number 1. What is point number 2? Point number 2 is, let's say I have only 8 bullets. Once I use this dash, I will instantly gain 2 more bullets. So this is how it functions. Now the question remains is okay, then which one should I be using, cooldown or auto reload? It depends on you, because the overall reload rate, okay, sorry, so overall cooldown time of this active skill is 12.5 second, about 12.5 second. You can lower the overall cooldown rate even more, 7.5 second. So it was about 14 second, now it is 7.5 second. So from that point of not 14 second, it was 12 point something second, 5 second has gone. which is now about 7 point something second. So you can use this ability a lot more often, or you can also use this one here. This one depends on you. If you are basically going for a shotgun surprise attack, okay, like in short range, then having more bullet capacity and this one is going to be a lot more effective in short range. But if you are going for using this ability multiple times, then just having it in the cooldown and using either this or this, both are gonna be fine. It totally depends on which mode you are trying to play. Are you playing the short range mode, or are you trying to play the long range mode, or are you trying to play something in middle? So that's basically how this character functions. You can use multiple ability. So based on this, I would say both of these are very good option. But if you're the type of player who is very careful on how much bullet you have, then having this cooldown is going to be a lot more preferable than having two more bullets, which is going to be four bullets total. So this is the whole thing. Now this is dance shackles. What is this for? So when I use this character ultimate, what will happen? It will create a copy. Okay, so let's see. Once the copy is made, if I get damage, obviously my shield will be gone, but I will still have HP, and once my HP is gone, I will respawn in the area where I once was. Okay, this is one of the way. Another way is, let's say I am hiding in a certain place, and after shooting the enemy, okay, I will return to my location. And by doing so, what will happen is the enemy will not have idea where I actually am. That, like, this is very menacing, even more menacing than this character here, because this character at least has the ability to run away from the battlefield, whereas you can use this character in such a way that if these characters were to use his ultimate, then killing an important target and then immediately moving away from the place will give this character the ability of massive confusion towards the enemy. Okay, but what is the overall time does it stay active? It stays active for a quite a bit while. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. Okay, about 20 seconds. So it stays active about 20 seconds. That is still a lot. Okay, so that is that. Always use the light armor and always use this, because if you are good at turning into paper, then obviously you will get less damage, like 25% less damage from the enemy. So you can definitely use this as well. Okay, so overall, what is my conclusion of this character? The conclusion of this character is this character can be used in multiple different ways. Like, you have a lots of option. You can use surprise attack, you can use short range attack, or you can basically bother the enemy in the mid range, or you can do a execution of the enemy in the long range. But also at the same time, you can use this character in such a way that you do a surprise a kill on the enemy, and then you return back to the location where you use this character's ultimate. So that's much useful this character is. Overall, I would give this character a very high ranking. So that's how it goes. Now, all of the talking is about the ability of this character is done. Now let's talk about the aesthetic. Now, in terms of the aesthetic, do understand that I am using this character for trial, and I still don't want to use this because this character, any character that is very complicated to perform will, for my case, not everyone case, this is a very fine character, balanced character. That is, if any character were to be way much high maintenance to maintain for every case, then I would rather select a character that is gonna be automatically doing that. For example, this character can do that, this one can do that. Okay, like, this character has the same potential to be as high as this one, but you need to constantly be changing the settings of this character within the buying option during the game, and that is going to be a lot more problematic. Okay, anyway, let's go to the clothing. So this default cloth, I do not like it, neither this or this or this. Okay, because of that logo and this like he's a street gang member type of vibe who does breakdancing, and he does coloring on the wall. This compared to that, this looks very elegant, and this also looks very elegant, like it looks like a normal person, and this one is even better. So overall, this is my opinion in terms of the clothing design of this character. Now if I were to look at the gun, this model in itself actually looks very good, there is no doubt about it. Like if I were to have a self-defense weapon at home, I would select a shotgun. That like that much good it looks. Obviously uh nothing, this looks fine. And this one has the Doom gameplay type of vibe, like the Doom protagonist uses this gun, that is the vibe. This is like an ocean beach color, this is also fine. This one has a mysterious look with it due to this design, holographic design, which is continuously moving. It is a very good design. I do not like this one because no matter how good the abstract color are, this triangular color is not very, this triangle or circle color is not very favorite of mine. Now, despite being a twist streamer girl type of vibe within this gun, okay, I would still say this color is a very good representation of how shotguns usually work. Like if this were to be given on any of the other type of weapon, I would say they look bad, but for a shotgun user, this actually looks good. This one also looks good, like not as good as this, but this also looks good. Like normally I would hate this thing, but for this weapon, shotgun weapon, it looks very well. Okay, so overall this is my opinion for this character. This character, you can use it both on the scissor team or on the PUS team, so there is no problem with that, you can use it all the time. And in terms of the grenade, okay, I forgot to talk about the grenade. Now which type of grenade would I recommend for this character? I would recommend a frag grenade, and I would recommend a slow grenade and a Winston grenade. And you can use this Winston grenade on the escort mission, especially on the vehicle. By using this weapon on the vehicle or the bus or minibus, whichever you might call it, what will happen is you will be making the enemy fly away from the weapon, from the van or maybe vehicle, whatever you call it. And then what will happen is the vehicle will stop moving, and which is why I suggest that you use this Winston grenade for every character, okay, in the escort mission. So overall, this is my opinion. And obviously use this weapon for an extra weapon. So overall, what is my conclusion for this character? The conclusion of mine for this character is that if you were to use this character in the any of the mission, you can customize this character in so many different ways that if one setting doesn't work, you can use another setting. Okay, that much good this character is. This is a balanced character, but the customization for this character is much higher compared to rest of the other characters that I often talk about. So for that reason, I would say that if you are one of those people who uses a troublesome method such as troubling the enemy a lot, then this character will be able to give all of you that thing that you are looking for, the most troublesome character that can change the course of the battle in midways. Now, would I rate this character higher than this and this? No. But right below them will be this character. Okay, so if you like this video regarding Bai Mo, a what should I call it? Urbino member, then obviously you will be able to benefit it in every way. So if you like this video, please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icon to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you and see you again next time.